Hello and welcome to my latest video. Check we're all plugged in and stuff. I think we are. Yep. I'm going to be painting on this stretch canvas, 16 by 12 inches. Just put a layer of gesso on it. It's just about dry now, I think. Yeah, it is dry. Yeah, I reckon that'll do nicely. Hope you're all keeping well on Monday the 20th of June. Where is the time going? It's going really quick. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. Start waving some paint about. Let's have a look. I'm going to be using my glass pane as a palette. I mentioned in the last video I've changed my approach a bit. I'm using a glass pane instead of a plastic plate. Gives me a lot more room to play with. I can fit more paint on it, and got some linseed oil on there. And colours I'm using is Payne's grey as usual, some sap green with a little bit of red mixed in, make a nice earthy colour. Cobalt blue, bit of yellow, and some titanium white as well. So only about 5 or 6 colours there. Right, let's start, see what we can do. Just load my palette knife with some paint. Just establish a quick horizon. There's a little hair on there. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, this is my second video of the day. My last video I did about an hour or so ago. I spent about 40 minutes talking and my bloody microphone wasn't turned on. But never mind. Just goes to show, do a photography degree and still make balls ups with it. So far so good. Incidentally, speaking of degrees and things, going back to school hopefully in September, I've applied to do me teacher training, so I'll get a PGC under my belt. It's an FE one, it's further education, so won't be working with kids. I think the youngest I'll be working with will be doing A-levels. Yeah, I chose FE really because generally FE students, most of them want to be there. They're not forced by the state to go to school. And I enjoyed my time studying further education so much. And yeah, I've got every intention of being a lecturer one day. You know, lecturing in photography, art, even health and social care, something like that. We'll just see what happens. Right, I plunked some titanium white now on me palette knife. Just put some white on the horizon. There we go, it's kicked up a bit of green, but that doesn't matter, all adds to it. Just give my palette knife another quick wipe. And by the way, thank you so much for all of your likes and your comments and your subscribes and everything else. The past week or so I've been absolutely inundated with views on YouTube. They've just come out of nowhere. I think the videos were generally getting about 20 likes, perhaps 30 at a push, and then all of a sudden I'm getting hundreds of views. So I must be doing something right somewhere to create some interest. I'd have to look at me stats on YouTube and statistics just to see where all these views have come from, and try and establish what I'm doing right and exploit it. If anyone shed light on what I'm doing right, let me know. It's just happened suddenly. So yeah, I'm very grateful. It's spurred me on to carry on creating films. Right, a bit more green in the distance. Okie doke, where's my... oh, I've got bloody itchy back. Oh God, that's a pain in the neck. Anyway, get my long handled brush, which is one of my favourites. Add a bit of linseed oil. Dee-dee-dee. There we go. Start whacking more paint on. A blank canvas used to fill me with dread. I used to sit staring at it for hours on end, not knowing what to do. But it's not a problem anymore. Just I just do it. It's better than sitting doing nothing. There we go. Just add some yellow on that horizon. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting back to studying. Particularly getting back to the photography suite again. If not a placement there learning to teach, but just actually going and seeing everybody. Perhaps even getting in the darkroom again, if they'd let me. It would be good. Right, not a bad start. Somewhere it could be in the Peak District, or it could be anywhere. Yeah, if you're new to my channel, I was born and bred pretty much in the Peak District. Well, I'd say pretty much, I was. I lived there for, I don't know, 37 years, something like that, 36 years, before moving over to Wales. I miss it tremendously. But it doesn't stop me painting it. I always paint from memory. As I've said in previous videos, they're not tutorials, it's just me painting and talking about it. Talking about random stories. But yeah, if you've never been to the Peak District in Derbyshire, go. It's a lovely place. It's got all my old stomping grounds there. Castleton, Mantor, places like Kinder, all of the dales like Lathkildale and Monksdale, Millersdale. Working nice and fast. It's a good thing about having a sturdy easel. You can really afford to throw your arms about without the canvas falling off. Bit of Payne's grey. Put some stuff here in the distance. So yeah, my second painting of the day. I'll probably publish the other painting I did earlier as well. It's pretty much the same time as this video. some scratches in. Now, what do I do now? Get my paper towel and get my nice 2-inch flat brush and plonk some stuff in the sky. Get a bit of this cobalt blue and a bit of titanium white at the same time. Just whiz it up here. Swirling it on. Oh, sound of a collared dove outside. I don't know if the camera picked that up. The nice thing about this new studio, it's got windows and things, so you can hear birds singing while you paint. In my old studio, in my older videos, I've had no windows or nothing. It was horrible. It's far better. Whoops. Oh, see that dollop of titanium white just leapt off my brush onto my painting. But that's no drama, so you can get rid of that. Mistakes are good. Might even add to it. Now, a bit of Payne's Grey up here as well, I think. There we are. Create some anger in the sky. Oh, there's Norman, the dog barking. I do apologise. He often joins in with the videos. Right. Give that brush a wipe again. Yeah, the Peak District. I first developed my love for photography 20 odd years ago. I used to have a little 2 megapixel Nikon Coolpix digital camera. 2 megapixel. You think how far we've come on now with cameras that are like 50 megapixel. I also had a film camera as well, a Canon SLR camera, which I didn't have a clue how to use it. Right, we're getting there. The sky doesn't look too bad. Not perfect, but it's a start. Right then, next, put that down there. Yeah, the Peak District really, it's where I really cut my teeth when I was doing landscape photography. I don't do landscape photography. Well, I suppose, you know, I do without even realising, because, you know, if you stand on a building site, you're still on a landscape. But, you know, I used to do meaningless, generic landscapes, which weren't particularly good anyway, and I just lost interest in landscape photography. But yeah, if you want to see my work, have a look on jonkidd.co.uk, of course, and I'm on Instagram and Facebook, all the rest of it. To do now, just a bit more sap green perhaps. That's it, that'll do. Walls and roads and things. Put a bit more white on the horizon, just there. Throw it into the sky a bit as well. Yeah, by no means perfect, but it's a painting. It doesn't matter. Yeah, used to have good times in the Peak District doing photography. I tended to take a cigar and a Guinness with me as well if I weren't driving. And just have a cigar as the sun went down while I photographed away. Now, long handle brush again. Bear with me, all this wiping and rustling and everything else. Yeah, the occasional drama as well when I was doing photography. I think that's a good way of learning, actually doing it every day. But I had a bloody run-in with a bull once. That was scary. I was at Magpie Mine in the Peak District, not far from Sheldon and Moneyash and places like that, and Bakewell. And I'd parked in the lay-by, which I'd done hundreds of times, and crossing the fields, and it was this time of year, you know, it was sunny and red hot, and there were calves and cows and stuff as you cross the farmland to get to Magpie Mine. Now, Magpie Mine is a brilliant place for watching and photographing sunsets, because it's got a Cornish style engine house and a couple of chimneys. It's a lead mine, and they've been mining there since, you know, the 1600s until 1950s. It's a dramatic place. But anyway, I was crossing this farmland, and I had to go through some cows and stuff. So, and they had calves, so they were a little bit wary, and I was bloody wary as well. And I had my dog, but we kept our distance as we were walking through. And we got to the mine, did the sunset. Oh, was it a sunrise? I can't bloody remember now. It was something anyway I were doing there. And before it got dark, I started heading back, because I knew I'd had to negotiate these cows and things in the dark, which wouldn't have been very good. So I started heading back. Now, the walls, I don't know if you've been there, but a lot of the walls of the fields, the dry stone walls, have actually come down. So there's like that 2 foot high walls where they've all crumbled over the years. So that, you know, there's fields there, but they're not really walled off. There's the odd wall that's built up. But on this occasion, I'm crossing these 2 fields back with my dog, and I had all my camera gear, you know, a couple of cameras, lenses, tripod and rucksack and everything else. So it's quite loaded down. Now, I looked over to the right of where I was walking, and there was a great big bloody bull. You know, it was all muscle. It was a white thing. and everything you expect with a bull, you know, wringing its nose and all the rest of it. It was shadowing me and my dog as I was walking along. It was walking parallel in the opposite field, and I thought it's okay because there's a decent wall there, you know, there's a substantial wall, so it's obviously just been curious walking us off. Now, I wasn't too concerned at that point, but I did quicken my pace just a little bit. I then looked about, you know, a quarter of a mile ahead, and I could see an open gate. I thought, oh shit, this bull, if it wanted to, could come into the field that me and my dog are in. And it carried on walking parallel with us. And I thought, Christ, if it's going to beat me to the gate, it'll block my escape to the car. Now, to get back to the car, you'd have to go over cattle grid. And I knew if I made it to that cattle grid, again, you know, quarter of a mile away, I'd be fine. But I just had to beat this flipping bull. So my pace quickened, the bull's pace quickened. I started to run, the bull started to run. And running parallel with us, you could feel the ground, it was rumbling because this bull, and that was it. I flipping sprinted. Picked my dog up and legged it, and I was ultra fit by then, but you know, I've never run so bloody fast in all my life, and this bull were gunning for me now. So I just bolted for this cattle grid, and all the time the bull was running alongside me, trying to get to me, you know. And reached the cattle grid and just cleared it. It was Olympic long jump, you know. Cleared this bloody cattle grid with my dog and all my camera kit. And the bull, yeah, he nearly had me. I want to know what I'd have done. But you do hear cases of people being hurt and killed by bulls. And that was one of them moments, you know. Big bloody thing. Yeah, they say you shouldn't run, but by God, I defy anyone not to run when they've got a huge bull bearing down on them like that. No, I wasn't going to stand still and find out, no way. A bit more titanium white, I think, on this palette of mine. It's not looking too bad, this painting. Not bad at all. It'll do for me. Add a bit more red just down here. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it'll do. Yeah, it's the second time I've been chased by a big white bull. First time was when I was a kid. I was up at Below in a bloody stone circle that's quite well known, and there was a bull there, and there was a couple of us. We climbed a tree to escape it. There was a tree house at the top of this tree, and we were stuck up this flaming tree for a good while, waiting for the bull to go. She did eventually. And that was scary. We always had a healthy respect for farm animals and farm machinery, because we were raised, you know, in the rural agricultural setting, you know. But yeah, we had a belting child, we loved it. Right, we're getting there. I think finishing touches. We're just about dandy. Get my long handle brush again. Let's turn the sky up a little. Yeah, as I say, thank you for all the likes and the views and the comments and the subscribes. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Oh, that's bloody Norman again. And Winnie's joined in as well. I do apologise. I don't keep them in the studio here. I don't let them near it, because this paint isn't good for dogs. Right, I think we're nearly there. Just I'll put a couple of more lumps and bumps up here with my palette knife. Yeah, one of them. Something perhaps there. Yeah. Got a bit of a sore throat at the minute. I don't know why. Getting there nicely. Little something there. Could be a rock or something. There we go. Yeah, I think that is just about dandy. It's a painting. Yeah, I think I might leave it at that. Yeah, ironically, it's not as good as my last painting. My last painting, the previous video, which I'm not going to publish because it made a complete and utter mess of it. It's a slightly better painting. But never mind, as I say, it's still a painting and it's about enjoying yourself. I'm just going to give it a quick sign. As many of you know, I'm in the habit of signing my work straight away. It's a good habit to get into, because you don't want to finish a painting and then someone wants to buy it off you and you suddenly realise, oh, I haven't signed it. So you've got to sign it and then wait a few days for the signature to dry. Right, I'll put a quick signature down here, Jon Kidd. My shaky hands. Bear with me. I imagine it's literally like watching paint dry, watching me do a signature. There we go. Jon Kidd 22. Tend to put date on as well. There we are. I think that is jobs are good and looks just about dandy. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm also on Facebook, Instagram and jonkidd.co.uk. Yeah, we're there. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.